Intelligence or the light of truth was not created or made, neither indeed can be. There it is. Intelligence can't be created or made. God is telling us directly there is no such thing as artificial intelligence. I was in a class at university in graduate school that was titled Artificial Intelligence, and the professor got up the first day of class and read that verse that we just read, Doctrine and Covenants, section 93, verse 36, and said, artificial intelligence? Well, there's no such thing. But we can do some cool things with computers, and that's what this course is about. I'm an artificial intelligence researcher myself. I can vouch for the fact that these are really nothing more than just piles of linear algebra that we've trained using stochastic gradient descent, and it's just algorithms. It's just a feed-forward network, right? So we have what are called universal function approximators, and those can do a pretty good job of, you have something where you have a clear mapping of inputs to outputs, and then you just train neurons, artificial neurons, to mimic that function. And you can get some pretty decent generalization ability out of that, because a lot of generalization in real world tasks has to do with linear interpolation or extrapolation. Those kinds of tasks, neural networks, artificial neural networks, tend to excel at because they're made up of linear elements. Anyways, maybe a little bit deeper on the science side of things than you wanted to go, but yes, it's true. In reality, you can't actually create intelligence, which is light and truth. Light and truth ultimately come from God. The light of Christ is a gift from God that teaches us the difference between right and wrong, and the Holy Ghost teaches us truth. You can't find a chatbot anywhere out there that actually understands intrinsically the differences between right and wrong, or that actually has a conscience, or can receive revelation to understand and comprehend reality, objective truth, and things as they really are. They're really just information retrieval systems. They don't really have a sense for what's true and what's not. And that's one of the reasons why you can ask the same exact chatbot, you can ask Grok or ChatGPT or whatever, the same question and get very, very different answers, depending on how you word it, or just depending on the randomization of the response. It's because it's sampling from an equivocal data set that doesn't actually have all of these truths reconciled, or it doesn't even know what's true versus what's not true. It's just trained to parrot people. It's just approximating the function of, say, a conversation between ordinary human beings. Maybe one of them's a Republican, the other's a Democrat, or whatever. It can sense some of the nuance behind that and respond the way that one of them might respond. But truth? No, that's a foreign concept. Light, intelligence, those are not inherent to machines, and they never will be. You can't be replaced. You're literally a child of God. You were born having the light of Christ instilled in you, and with the capacity to enjoy the constant companionship of the Holy Ghost and to make your own choices. No computer machinery or software or hardware will ever have those capacities, no matter how advanced they become.